Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And we are now, the countdown is really on. I'm just about 60 subscribers away from the 1K mark, and thank you so much for your love and continued support, and let's get above the 1K mark and grow from there. And thank you so much, my Digi family, for continually supporting me. So the film that I'm going to be discussing, in fact, it's not just one film. I'm going to be doing a comparative analysis today. It's been a while since I've done one, and Bollywood keeps serving up me opportunities. So the comparative analysis today is between the Hindi film Mili, which released this weekend, and the Malayalam film Helen. So this is like a face-off between Mili and Helen. Helen, as you know, is a Malayalam film that had released about 2-3 years back, and Mili is the official Hindi remake of that film. Now, one thing about remakes is, that my red flags are always going to be up at the start of the film. And it happened with Millie as well. I mean, if you are, making a remake, it has to be true to its source materials, and that is the most important thing. So when I did, watch its trailer, I definitely did have my red flags up. However, one thing before I start the review, I want to just mention one thing, that I just do not like the fact that everyone is trolling Janhvi Kapoor. I mean, it's okay to criticize a performance after watching the film, okay, but just to troll an individual, and that too on a very personal basis, I think that's not cool. And that is something that I condemn and I will not do, and it applies to anybody else as well, even for that matter Arjun Kapoor or anyone else. Trolling should not happen. Yeah, if you do not like it, you can definitely criticize an individual based on his or her performances. So coming to the story here, story and screenplay, Millie is, basically it is the same story as that of Helen. Millie is the story of a girl who gets trapped in a freezer, on one night where she works at a workplace, basically at a restaurant. So will she be able to survive the night? I mean, this is the same story of Helen, and it is a scene to scene copy of Helen as well. Okay, and so that is something that here in this case, because the maker of Helen and Millie both are same, Mathukutti, Xavier, I felt that the film was in good hands. It had to have that. It had to stay true to its source material, I would say. It should not have been something that you would make changes for the heck of it. And that was something that was true for Vikram Veda as well. The film Vikram Veda, the Hindi one, the makers were same, so the source material automatically is the same. Now, one thing that was in Vikram Veda was the adaptation point of view. It was set in North India, and that is what counted as an adaptation. Here in this film specifically, I felt that the film was set in Dehradun, by the way. I did not really get the vibes of the city Dehradun here. The the previous one, the Helen film, that was, I think, set in Kochi, if I'm not wrong. I had watched the film a little long back, so you'll have to excuse me for that, but I think it was Kochi, and that had a flavor to the city. There was a flavor there. Here I did not see a flavor. However, I did not mind the frame to frame copy that was there as well. That was a very safe option from the filmmaker, and I think it managed to create that kind of an impact. Now, so the film opens with a metaphor which is similar to that in Helen, wherein an ant gets trapped in that ice tray and into the freezer, and that is something that sets the ball rolling for things to come. You are introduced to the protagonist and her relationship with the father, which is indeed a heartwarming one. So the world building here was pretty good, and quite on similar lines of Helen. The world building here was good, and they spent a good amount of time in building the world here, and that was very nice to see. Eventually you get to the conflict, which is the protagonist getting trapped in the freezer, and that is when the urgency also kicks in into the drama, much like the original film as well. Now here, if I had to compare, there's nothing really to compare in the story as compared to the screenplay, because it is exactly the same. It moves on the same track. There are no surprises. Yes, for people who haven't watched the original and are not comfortable with the language, or to watch the film with English subtitles, yes, Mili would be a good option also. It definitely does have that impact, and it most definitely you will be surprised with the subtle twists and turns. There is also a small brief angle, a social political angle, that is also there in the screenplay. So that is something that also was nicely integrated, which eventually leads into the drama, which does meet with a satisfying as well as a heartwarming ending. It was a good one. So the screenplay here is truthful, it's faithful to the original source material, and that is where it scores. Now coming to the dialogues, and music and direction, other technical aspects as well. The dialogues here, I think, are also well written. They do create an impact as well. The music by A.R. Rahman, music and BGM are beautiful, outstanding, and they go supremely well with the drama here. So the drama definitely scores in the music department. I think the music was a shade better than the original, I have to admit. A.R. Rahman, I think, did a fabulous job. He did a brilliant job here. Um, the cinematography and the editing are pretty good as well. The direction by Mathu Kutti Xavier, who directed Helen as well. So he's done a pretty good job here as well. Same, I mean, I was blown away by Helen, and I knew what to expect from Mili, but I wasn't really disappointed as well, which means that the director has done a very good job here. Now coming to the performances, now here is where the differentiating factor truly kicks in. Now if you're going to ask me, Farhad, is Mili better than Helen? That is the caption on the video that you would also be seeing. Is it better than the original? My answer is no. Why do I say no? It is because of the performance of Anna Ben in Helen, which was outstanding. It was astounding. It was claustrophobic. It was tense, and she did a fabulous job. Which doesn't mean that Janhvi hasn't done a good job. Janhvi has done an exceptional job as well. Janhvi Kapoor. I would go far in saying that this is probably Janhvi Kapoor's best performance of a budding career, and it makes me believe that if she works with good directors and directors who can extract good performances from her, then definitely she has that potential in her. Contrary to the trolling that goes on, and that is something that is ridiculous. I see people just trolling the film without even having watched it. I'm pretty sure they haven't watched it, and that is something that is not cool to me. And if you have, by the way, and if you've not enjoyed it, again, you can definitely criticize the performance, but I really enjoyed the performance of Janhvi Kapoor. However, it wasn't up to a level of Anna Ben, and Anna Ben is a proven performer. She was excellent in Kumbalangi Nights, excellent in this movie as well, and a few other films that she's done. She firstly has such a charming personality, she has that disarming smile that is there, which will instantly put a smile on your face instantly, and that is something that she added a bit of her own to her character. And these small elements, I think Janhvi as a performance pretty new, and she will definitely get better, but this is so far a very good performance by Janhvi Kapoor. Other performances in Mili, like Manoj Pava, I think even Sunny Kaushal, they are sincere and they do a very good job as well. So the supporting cast, I would rate it as equal, but the differentiating factor is the protagonist performance, and that is where Helen marginally, sneaks ahead of Mili. I wouldn't call it equal. Helen is definitely a notch better than Mili. So overall, Mili is still a very good watch. It is a solid and a faithful adaptation, or you may call it what you want, of the Malayalam film Helen. It is running in a theatre near you, and it can be watched for the performances and for the storytelling. It will not disappoint you in any way. However, if you watch the original, then you would know what to expect. So I leave it to you whether you want to watch it or not. So then, if you're liking this comparative analysis, then please like the video, press that like button. It helps in the YouTube algorithm. If you're watching it, just like the video. I mean, there's no harm in liking the video. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're just 60 away from the 1K mark, the first big landstone of this channel, the budding channel that is of popcorn reviews and of our Digi family. So subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon. You will get to know when I'm online with a new video. Also, if you'd like to read my reviews of Helen as well as Mili, both links are in the description box below. Also, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Letterboxd, any social media. I'm there. The links are in the description box below. So see you there as well. And yes, again, subscribe to the channel. And I will be soon with another video very soon. Up till then, thank you so much.